A primer on World War I, the Great War. World War I, 1914 to 1918, often called the Great War, was a global conflict that originated in Europe and involved more than 30 countries. It resulted in the collapse of empires, the birth of new nations, and profound societal changes, setting the stage for the even more devastating World War II. The common perception is that the war was sparked by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. While this is true, it was merely the trigger. The real causes were decades in the making. Historians often summarize these causes with the acronym MANIA, which provides a useful framework for understanding the underlying tensions. Imagine Europe as a barrel of gunpowder. The assassination was the spark, but the barrel had been filling for years with explosive ingredients. 1. Militarism. This refers to the belief in building up a strong military to pursue national interests and the glorification of war. In the decades before 1914, European powers engaged in a massive arms race. Naval arms race, most notably between Germany and Great Britain. Germany's Kaiser Wilhelm II wanted a navy to rival Britain's, the world's most powerful. This forced Britain to innovate, for example launching the HMS Dreadnought, and form closer ties with France and Russia. Army expansion. Nations dramatically increased the size of their armies. Conscription, the draft, became standard. Military leaders gained significant influence in government, and war plans, like Germany's Schlieffen Plan, were drawn up, creating a momentum of their own. 2. Alliances to feel secure. European powers formed a complex web of secret treaties that pledged mutual defense. This created a dangerous chain reaction system, where a conflict between two countries could instantly pull in all the others. The Triple Entente, the Allies, France, Great Britain and Russia. The Triple Alliance, the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. Italy would later switch sides. When Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, Russia, Serbia's ally, mobilized. This forced Germany, Austria's ally, to declare war on Russia and its ally, France. To attack France, Germany invaded neutral Belgium, which brought Britain, protector of Belgian neutrality, into the war. 3. Nationalism. This is a strong belief in the interests and culture of one's own nation, often to the exclusion of others. It took two main forms: pride and rivalry. There was intense competition and mistrust between the great powers. For example, France's desire for revenge against Germany for seizing Alsace-Lorraine in 1871. Desire for independence. In Eastern Europe, nationalist groups within the vast multi-ethnic Austro-Hungarian and Ottoman empires, for example Serbs, Bosnians, Czechs, were agitating for independence. This Balkan nationalism was particularly volatile. 4. Imperialism. The late 19th century was the age of empire. European nations competed fiercely for colonies in Africa, Asia, and elsewhere to gain resources, wealth, and prestige. This competition created several direct clashes, most notably between France and Germany and Morocco, the Moroccan crises of 1905 and 1911. These incidents increased tensions and solidified the alliance between Britain and France. 5. The assassination, the immediate trigger. This is the spark that ignited the powder keg. June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in Sarajevo, Bosnia by Gavrilo Princip, a member of the Black Hand, a Serbian nationalist group seeking to break South Slavs free from Austro-Hungarian rule. Austria-Hungary, backed by Germany, saw this as a chance to crush Serbian nationalism. They issued a severe ultimatum to Serbia. Serbia agreed to most, but not all terms. July 28, 1914, dissatisfied Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. The alliance system then clicked into place, and within weeks all of Europe was at war. Conclusion: a tangle of responsibilities. It is a historical mistake to blame any single nation. The causes were deeply interconnected. Austria. Hungary bears responsibility for its aggressive, punitive response to the assassination. Germany bears responsibility for giving Austria-Hungary a blank check of unconditional support, knowing it risked a continental war. Russia bears responsibility for its rapid mobilization, the first step that escalated a regional conflict into a world war. Serbia harbored the nationalist terrorists who carried out the assassination. All powers are culpable for building the unstable system of militarism, secret alliances, and imperial rivalry that made a large-scale war inevitable. The assassination was the match, but the conditions for the fire had been meticulously prepared for over 40 years. World War I was not an accident, it was the catastrophic failure of the international system.